अवतारा युग कलियुग प्रथम दे करने कृष्णा अवतार दुनिया का देकर चलते बारा। बोलो सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम। बोलो
सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम।
परीक्षित ने ही देकर ने ही राजा हे कर धामा बन कहने की कृपानी दे ही देकर समीकरीशे। बोलो सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम।
सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम।
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम।
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम।
परमात्माय कृष्णाय गोविंदा नमो नमः। एक बार परीक्षित का जंगल में शिकार करने वाले कलयुग में अवतार के कली उसने का समय का प्रकृति करने वाले अपने का राजन प्रवेश का करने वाले अन्नमूर करने मगे करने जिसमें का राजा अश्वार का स्वीकार दर्शन लीजिए। बोलो सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम।
सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम।
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम।
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम।
It says, Raja Parikshit, again, forgetting all about Kali and his crown and all of those things, Raja Parikshit started to carry about life as normal. Has there ever been something that unfolded in your life or around you, and when it happened, you wondered what will life be like now? But then after some time passes, life becomes normal again. Like somebody in the home, when the family dies, they cry for you. 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, 13 days, 6 months, 1 year. And after 1 year, you know what happened? Life normal. One night, our president called me. She said, "You waking?" I said, "Yes." That's about 2 o'clock in the morning. She said, "Nigel and I were talking and I just want to ask you something." I said, "What?" She said, "When somebody died, why people cry?" Can you remember that? She said, "Why do people cry?" I said, "Well, I don't know, but I'm sure you know, so tell me." She said, "You know they're not crying for you." I said, "What do you mean? So what are they crying for?" She said, "They're crying, who go wash my clothes? Who go cook my food? Who go drop me and pick me up? Who go open the gate?" And they're not crying for you. They're crying for the things that you used to do that now they have to do it for their lazy selves. And when you think about it, it is really true. It is true. I spoke earlier in the 2 o'clock session and I said, Kusum know to make biryani and chai. But if God forbid Kusum dies, she never taught none of us how to do it. So none of us will know how to do it. We can't make it like her. We could make it, but it will never come out like her. Cindy make the best Suhari now. Because Gloria died and never taught us, and we can't get that again. And Sintra owned this come out like cardboard. See? Never taught us, died with the knowledge, and then you know what happened? We wish now, we crave that we could have that same taste. But we were not taught. And maybe we were not taught because we never put ourselves in a position to learn. Maybe we are guilty too. But there are people who genuinely know and can teach and refuse to teach because everything is a secret. Everything is a secret all the time. You're sick and dying. You're in the hospital and almost going to death. And you say, "Don't tell nobody I'm sick." Huh? And then when you're dead, everybody formulate in the mind now, and everybody become the pathologist. Everybody know where you're dead from. One know you're dead from heart attack. One know you're dead from starvation. The next one know your husband push you down the step. Everybody now diagnose a different reason for your death, because you were so secretive that all kind of thing now in the mind of everybody. Parikshit forgets. He has totally forgotten that Kali is in this crown. And so Parikshit goes out into the band, jungle. Jungle means into the forest, into the bush. And as he goes out into the jungle, what will happen? He enters into that place, but he enters not as the king, as a shikari. What is a shikari? Have you ever heard that word before? Shikari. Shikari means a hunter. He enters into the forest like a hunter will go, with his weapon to protect himself, and he goes out into the forest. And as he enters, what will happen? Listen. एक बार परीक्षित ने जंगल में शिकारी, कलयुग अवतार कलिकाने समताने ही पारी। बोलो सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम। बोलो
सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम।
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम।
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम।
Parikshit goes out. He's carrying his weapon to protect himself. But after spending an extensive time out in the forest, it is very hot. It is natural when it is hot to become thirsty, isn't it? It is natural that when there is heat around, you become. Raja Parikshit carried his weapon, but he did not carry anything to eat or to. Some people walk around with a big heavy bag. You ever see? Huh? You could find every kind of powder and lipstick and thing inside of there. But you say it have anything to eat, and they watch and they say, I had chewing gum. You're hungry already. Imagine you chew gum when you're hungry. You know what happened? You know what will happen? You get even more hungry. Actually, you get hungrier. The bag have any kind of brush you want to brush your eyebrow. To even put lipstick with a brush now. You all know? I only learned that when I saw Cindy doing that this evening. Huh? Lipstick with a brush now, isn't it? The only thing I know, brush, toothbrush. Huh? Scrubbing brush. Parikshit, he's thirsty. Parikshit goes in search of water. But Parikshit, in a distance, he's hearing. You know what he's hearing? He's hearing somebody singing in the forest in a distance. Can you imagine how that will sound? In the forest, when you hear this singing, it echoes through the trees. It will echo. So as it begins to echo, what is he hearing? In a distance, he's hearing. Bolo Sri Sitaram 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 Jai Siyavar Ram. Bolo
Sitaram 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 Jai Siyavar Ram.
Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jai Siyavar Ram.
Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jai Siyavar Ram.
In a distance, he's hearing the chanting, and he knows where there is bhajan, there will be. Oh, you all know too. He knows where there is bhajan, there will be bhojan. What is bhojan? Food, something to eat. So immediately now, he tries to find the direction in which the sound is coming from, and he tries to go in that direction. To do that, you have to be really good, you know. To do that, you have to be really good. Sometimes you're calling your children right in the house, right where you are, and they answer you, and you walk up all the steps thinking they're upstairs, and they was right downstairs in the next room next to you. Huh? Have you ever experienced that? You have to be really good with sound. You have to be able to hear really good. Can you all hear good? Do you hear good? You know anybody who is here real good? Huh? Why you all looking at me? Raja Parikshit goes in the direction in which he is hearing this sound. And as he goes in that direction, what will happen? Listen, it tells us. उसने साथ राजा परीक्षित देकर सरभा देखा विष्णु ने कहा सुना देखल कन्या रूपा बोलो सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम
सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम.
He stumbles on a kutia. What is a kutia? Long ago you never had mandir. You had kutia. You remember that? Long ago you had a kutia. When you went to a kutia, you went to that place to pray. When you go to a temple, what do you go there to do? What do you go there to do? Dress up. Disco dunya. Huh? You go there to sit down and fight for seat and fight for microphone and fight for parsan and who? She put on that same thing last week and the week before. She and the expo have sale. Huh? And that's what we go to do. Gossip and in the kutia, there were no chairs. So you had to sit on there was no concrete. So the floor was. Tell somebody sit down on the lipe ground now. They say, I have on my nice clothes and then mommy sit down in the mud. Huh? Isn't it? But then you lipe the beni. Wet with gobar. And then you go in and invite God to come and sit down there. You did the altar with no kind of pride. With no kind of pride. You do it because you know you had to do it. It have wave like maracas. When you put the murti, it capsized and thing. Huh? And you don't know we like to do Kalalu Puja. We had to put up plenty jandi because the neighbor had to know we had the prayers. We had the puja. Poor Baba, you know which mantra to chant. You don't know, you're confused. Haywire, chaotic. Parikshit, see, he is the Maharishi now. The Maharishi is in meditation. And Parikshit is looking at the Rishi and Parikshit is talking to the Rishi. If you put your hand together and you're praying, and the person next to you talking to you, how does that affect you? How does that affect you? Let me give you an example. You're ever in a function, maybe a funeral, and somebody phone ring in the middle of the quietness and in the ceremony. Huh? What do? Turn around and you start to huff and puff. Huh? And then the person take out the phone and say, I in the funeral, call me back. What do? Huh? What would you do? And then the person on the next side didn't hear because she didn't say it hard enough. So they call back. How do you react? What will you do? Huh? You see how you get annoyed? You see how you get upset? It's the very same way you should get upset when somebody is preventing you from praying when you are praying. It is the same emotion you should experience. You should get that same kind of anger. Never allowing anybody to disturb you from praying. I in the puja room and nobody call, so I answer. What kind of prayers is that? If you were genuinely praying, you never carry the phone in the puja room. Huh? But you go on there expecting a call. So from the time the phone ring, I in the middle of a medar, but talk quick. So God on hold and the conversation is important, huh? Isn't it? And then you go back and you say, Lord Shiva, me know I reached now. Let me start over. I can't remember what I done tell you, but that same thing that Lord Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya. Take the dar. It says, Parikshit sees the Maharishi. The Maharishi, whose name is Samik, is sitting in meditation. And Raja Parikshit is having a conversation with Samik, and Samik pays no heed to Raja Parikshit. Samik's eye is wide open, but Samik's mind is not there. His mind is at the feet of Bhagwan. You ever see somebody eye wide open and they're song sleeping? Huh? Eye wide open, fast asleep. That's why the teachers in a classroom try to be interactive, because the children will just sit down and they're sleeping, you know. Eyes open but they're sleeping. They don't know a single thing happening. You say, but you passed right in front of me and me see. But your eye was open, huh? How you didn't see? It says now, Raja Parikshit, recognizing after a prolonged period, Samik Rishi is paying no heed to him, Raja Parikshit decides to leave. And Raja Parikshit bows and he is leaving. But he bows.
Rame Ram Manorame Sastranam Tatvalyam Ram Namarayane Saraswati Kamalarame Ekabhi na hoy chitbham Gauri Ganesh Kamalarame Yahi Samhamedana Samaram बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे झूठ दुनिया झूठ बंधन झूठ है काया झूठ दुनिया झूठ बंधन झूठ है यहाँ काया झूठ साथ का आना जाना झूठ है यहाँ काया ओ यहाँ पाँचों तेरा नाम रे बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे रंग है तेरे रंग है गिरिधर छोड़ दिया जग सारा रंग में तेरे रंग है गिरिधर छोड़ दिया जग सारा बन गई प्रेमी कर मन एक तारा ओ मेरे प्यार तेरा नाम रे बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाओ हरे चिता मिट जाए दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाओ हरे चिता मिट जाए जीवन मेरा इन चरणों ने आशिक ज्योति जलाए ओ मुझे प्यार तेरा श्याम रे बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे, बनवारी रे जिन्हें का सहारा तेरा नाम रे। मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। सखी सुन बाजस बांसुरिया, ओ सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया। निर्मल नीरे जमुना तीरे, निर्मल नीरे जमुना तीरे, नावत राग बसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया। मुकुट विशाला सरबानमाला, मुकुट विशाला सरबानमाला, चनन की परसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया। ब्रह्मानंद ब्रह्मानंद हरि मुख चंद्र, ब्रह्मानंद 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 हरि मुख चंद्र, मुनिजन के मन सुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया, ओ सखी सुन बाजत बांसुरिया। जय जय शिवा अविनाशी, जय 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 शिवा अविनाशी, जय जय शिवा। हारत पाप कतत यम फांसी, जय 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 शिवा अविनाशी, जय। भक्ति परदाता जगत का दाता, भक्ति परदाता जगत का दाता, आनंद बन का अब आनंद राशि। भक्ति परदाता जगत का दाता, भक्ति परदाता जगत का दाता, आनंद बन का अब आनंद राशि। जय 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 शिव अविनाशी, जय। जगत व्यापी परम परतापी, जगत व्यापी परम परतापी, सेवत पर सुर नर संहासी। जगत व्यापी परम परतापी, जगत व्यापी परम परतापी, सेवत पर सुर नर संहासी। जय जय शिव अविनाशी, जय। महादयालो परम कृपालु, महादयालो परम कृपालु, गिरिजारानी जाके दासे। महादयालो परम कृपालो, महादयालो परम कृपालो, गिरिजारानी जाके दासे। जय 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 शिव अविनाशी, जय। जय जय शिव अविनाशी, जय 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 शिव अविनाशी, जय जय शिव अविनाशी।
अरे अरज हमारी सुनहो प्रभु, श्री कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज। अरे मैं तो निपत गनवार हूँ, अरे राखो मेरी लाज। अरे अपने से देखो बैरा बन के आई गई हो बनवारी। अपने से देखो बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। आई गए बनवारी, आई गए बनवारी, आई गए बनवारी। अपने सिर को पैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। वृंदावन की कुंज गलन में भैरव बने बनवारी। वृंदावन की कुंज गलन में भैरव बने बनवारी। एक सखी अजू हंसी की बोले, एक सखी अजू हंसी की बोले, बैरो छुओ मोरे नारी। अरे अपने सिर को बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। ए अंगुरा पकड़ पैदा पहुँचा पकड़ ले तोय तोय छुओ मोरे नारी। अंगुरा पकड़ पैरा पहुँचा पकड़ ले तोय तोय छुओ मोरे नारी। ए रोग दोष कछु नहीं है ग्वालन, रोग दोष कछु नहीं है ग्वालन, सुख गर्म की बीमारी। अरे अपने सिर को बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। अपने सिर को बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। तुमको देखो रे अनरन सुनवा और देखो रे जमदारी। तुमको देखो रे अनरन सुनवा और देखो रे जमदारी। किसी जो पैरा ज्योति रतिया, किसी जो पैरा के ज्योति रतिया, हम सेवा करब तुम्हारी रे तुम्हारी। बोलो अपने सिर को बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। हे ना मांगे करे अनरन सुनवा, ना मांगे जमदारी। ना मांगे करे अनरन सुनवा, ना मांगे जमदारी। सूर शाम जो बीतल बीतरनी, सूर शाम जो बीतल बीतरनी, तुमसे जिसे हम हारी। बोलो अपने सिर को बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। अपने सिर को बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। ओ आई गए बनवारी, आई गए बनवारी, आई गए बनवारी बनवारी। बोलो आई गए बनवारी। अपने सिर को बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। अपने सिर को बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी। बोलो अपने सिर को बैरा बन के आई गई बनवारी।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम 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 नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। Adorations and prostrations at the feet of Bhagwan, Paramatma. May you listen to our prayer. May you be pleased with us. Hari Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah, Sri Saraswate Namah, Sri Guru Charana Kavanebhyo, Govinda Namo Namah. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surkoti Samaprabha, Nirviganam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvaram. Mukam karoti vachalam pangulam ngayate girim yatkripatamaham vanne paramanandamaravam. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Lakshmi Narayan Bhagavan ki jai. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu Mangalam Garudatpaja Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalaya Tanu Hari. Om Sri Vishnave Namah. Sakshi Deep. We ignite the flame in our dear. Mahalakshmi be the Sakshi, the witness to puja. Om Deepa Jyotir Para Brahma Deepa Jyotir Janadhara Deepo Haratami Papam Deepo Yamrade Greatam Shubham Karotu Kalyanam Marukyam Sukasam Param Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute Siddhi Buddhi Prare Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Murti Sara Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. We sprinkle water on all the ingredients and the oblations, praying for purification. Apavitra Pavitra Sarva Vastam Gatopiva Yasmarit Pundari Kaksha Sabahayam Tara Suchi. Sprinkle some over you as well. Punatu Punatu Sri Vishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanaya Vitmai Vasudevaya Dhimai Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. We offer water snan as we bathe the Murti of Bhagwan. May you wash away our problems or distresses, all negative energies from within us and around us. We beg of thee, listen to our prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Panchamrit Snanam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Achmanyam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasradan, we offer clothing. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasram Upavasram Samarpyami. Yagyopavit Dijanev. Yagyopavit. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chandan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Gandananam. Om Namo Bhagavate वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते 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 वासुदेवाय। परिमल द्रव्या हल्दी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। सिंदूर। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। दुर्बदान। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। बेलवम। ओम नमो भगवते। On the Monday in the month of Shravan, it is potent and powerful for the worship of Lord Shiva. But on the Tuesday, the day right after, though it is Lord Hanuman's day, it is very auspicious and potent, the Devi Mata, Shakti. What would you want to tell the Devi? What would you want to say to the Devi? The Devi, she is the goddess of the entire creation. She Janani. Have you ever heard that word before? Janani. Janani means, just like Janaki, means that she is the mother of creation. Janani. She's called Jananima, mother of the entire creation. I want you to hold these name leaves close to your heart. And from your heart, I want you to talk to the Devi. I want you to tell her something. Tell her thank you. Say thank you, Ma, Devi, thank you. You blessed me with eyes I can see, and ears I can hear, and nostrils I can breathe, and the mouth, and the hands, and the legs. But you have blessed me with all of these things through my earthly mother. And so when I think of you, Ma, I remember my mother, Matri Devo. Be pleased with me, O Mother Goddess, be pleased with me. Janani Ma, Jai Jagai Janani Ma. Sing from your heart, everybody. Janani Ma, Jai Jagai Janani Ma.
Janani Ma, Jai Jagai Janani Ma.
Prem Vahini Ma.
Prem Vahini Ma.
Prem Vahini Ma. Gyan Vahini Ma.
Gyan Vahini Ma.
Janani Ma, Jai Jagai Janani Ma.
Janani Ma, Jai Jagai Janani Ma.
Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matri Rupena Sanstita. Namastasya, 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 Namo Namah. Visualize your mother. Visualize her standing in front of you. Visualize you bowing to her. Matri Devo Bhava. I see you as God, Mother. And so, Ma, may you shower your grace upon me. For when you bless me, not even the Devatas can take away that blessing from me. Ma, Ma, Ma. Janani Ma, Jai Jagai Janani Ma.
Janani Ma, Jai Jagai Janani
जग जननी माँ।
जननी माँ, जय जग जननी माँ।
सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ।
जननी माँ, जय जग जननी माँ।
जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ।
जननी माँ, जय जग जननी माँ।
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया, तेरा पारन पाया। बोलो
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया, तेरा पारन पाया।
बोलो सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया, तेरा पारन पाया।
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया।
जननी माँ जगदम्बे,
जगत जननी माँ जगदम्बे।
हे 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 जगत जननी माँ जगदम्बे।
नैवेद्यं ब्रह्मर्पणं ब्रह्मावेद ब्रह्मगनो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मागतेन घण्टाभ्यं ब्रह्मकर्मा समाधिनां। Think of Lord Vishnu as we ask him to accept our parsad. May we please with us. नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण।
नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण।
नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण। Sing with me.
नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं परमनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसर्विशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिविरज्ञानवन्द्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरणं सर्वलोकैकनाथं। गीता गंगा च गायत्री सीता सत्य सरस्वती ब्रह्मा विद्या ब्रह्मा बलि त्रिसंज्ञा मुक्तगेहिनी अर्थ माता चिदानंदा भवगनी बेनाशिनी वेद त्रय परानंद तत्वर्थ ज्ञान मंजनी। नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण। नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री नारायण, नारायण श्री श्रेय प्रेम प्रीति ते विनय करे सनमान ते के कार्य सकल शुभ सिद्धि करे हनुमान अंजनी सुताय विद्महे वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान प्रचोदयात् नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि ब्रह्मार्पणं ममस्तु। ओम श्री विष्णवे नमः। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
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 जय सिया राम जय जय हनुमान
जय सिया राम जय जय हनुमान
जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
ताम्बूलं पुंगे फलं देवानागमनीदलायुक्त नीलार्चूनाटं ताम्बूलं प्रति ग्रेताम् आचमनं दत्त गृहाण पुरुषोत्तमम् आचमनं दत्त गृहाण परमेश्वर। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। दक्षिणादान हिरण्यागर्भ समर्थिताग्रे भूतस्य जाता प्रतिरिक्यासि सदाधारं पृथिवीं न दक्षिणादानम् अहं करिष्ये। शुभं करोतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदं मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते। दक्षिणादानं समर्पयामि। पुष्पदान मल्लित्यादिनी सुगन्धिनी मल्लित्यादिनी वै प्रभु मया तानि पूजाटं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृहीताम्। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। ओम कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। पुष्पं प्रतिगृहीताम्। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा।
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा।
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा।
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा।
हाथ जोड़, let's bow our heads, let's pray. वर्णानामर्थ संगानां रसानां चन्द्रसामपि मंगलानां च कनीतारो वन्दे वाणी विनायको भवानी शंकरो वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वासरूपिणो याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्ध स्वान्तस्तमीश्वरम्। लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय। Open your eyes, look at the murtis, look at the plants, look at the decorations, look at the flowers, look at the people around you and think of Bhagwan. And in your mind, say thank you. Thank you. I have eyes, I could see this morning. I have legs, I could come to the yajna this morning. I have hands, I can put them together and say thank you to you, Bhagwan, in humility. Do you know why we put our hands together like this? Do you know why? Do you know why we put our hands together like this? When we put our hands together like this, we're bringing our thoughts together. We're trying to become grounded.
And so we put our hands together like this. You know, every single nerve in your hand is attached to a different part of your body. Did you know this? And so you're bringing even the organs of the body together in one accord. Do you know do what? To say thank you to Bhagwan, to Paramatma. Bring yourself together and look at the murtis. Look at those around you. Strange. You could see God in the murti, huh? But you can't see God in the person next to you. Look at the person next to you and tell them, God bless you. Tell them. Tell them. See God in that person. See Bhagwan in that person. God bless you. God bless all of you. Sandra, bring your chair close to Kamala and sit by her. Let's listen to these verses of invocation. Look around. Look at all of the beautiful things. Look at the colors. Look at the Govardhan of Bhagwan Krishna. Look at this sadhu sitting, playing with his bed. Think of Bhagwan this morning. We say thank you. Bhagavad Sumiran.
Riddhi siddhi data Siddha saran varan varina Sumiro barambar Madan karan ki laal ko Ganapati kripa nidan ज्ञान कान आनंद भवन नेहु मोहि वरनान वरनो भागवत की कथा जय शिवानंद कन भूतनाथ भवय हरण भक्ति विषय निर्द्वान गौरवरन मंगल करना हे ब्रज चंद्र मुकुंद ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरना कथोपव बेपन चरण शरण लिया निकरा जय 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 जगदीश श्वेत शेष महेश यजा महिमा मिटय वेद 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 जानत नहीं देहु मोहि वरदान राधा वडया वड सदा प्रेम परे मुस्कान नित्य चित में कटे कटे रहे मोहि चाहिए कछु नाहि और वास्तु प्रभु जगत के बसहि रे मन माए या भाकी जानकी सना नियेल कुटिया गायन के पीछे फिरता ग्वाले बाले निसार मोर मुकुट सिर परे कर मुरली उडमान शेष मुकुट के पीठ पटा या सभी सो नंदलाल बस हुए नए ममनिषे देव गुरु पर रज दर्शी करहु भागवत की कथा जो सुकरेव मुनि कई परीक्षित निरपति सोय. Look at Lord Hanuman. Today is Hanuman's day. Talk to Lord Hanuman. Sri Guru Charan Saroje Raja
Nishamana Mukura Sura
Parno Raghuvar Vimanayasha
Jodayaka Palachar
Bodhina Tanu Janiki
Sumiro Pavan Kumar
फलभूत विद्या देहु मोहि. Take away all our troubles, Lord Hanuman. नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा.
जप कर निरंतर हनुमत बीरा.
संकट से हनुमान चुरावे.
मन क्रम
Bless us to be victorious, Lord Hanuman. We beg of thee. जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई.
कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई.
जो सतवाणी पाते कर होए. Victory to you, O Bhagwan Krishna. We bow to you again and again. वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र जी की जय शरणम. नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल हरे. Sing with me everybody. नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल. Sing with me. Turn to the person next to you and smile. नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल हरे. Smile with each other. Sing the name of Lord. Sing the name of Lord Bhagwan Narayan.
नारायण जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल हरे.
When we put our hands together to pray, you're not only bringing yourself together, you're bringing your mind together. You're reminding the mind, I'm doing something important. I'm praying. When your hand come in front of you, automatically you are reminded that I'm going to pray. But before I could pray and before I could receive from Bhagwan, I have to give. And what I have to give? I have to give my humility. Bringing your hand together, from the time your hand come together, automatically your head will bow. Have you ever given thought to that? Nobody has to tell you that. From the time your hand come together like this, your head begins to bow. Have you given thought to that? Did you ever notice that? Because now I'm going to pray, but I'm not only bringing my physical self together, I'm bringing that emotion and that mental self of mine together to pray, to eulogize Bhagwan, Paramatma. But strange, you bring yourself together, you're praying and you're bowing in humility to God, but still you have lust and hate and anger in your heart and in your mind. Will Bhagwan listen to your prayer? Would he listen to your prayer? Would he bless you? Would he shower his grace upon you? It says, putting yourself together mentally and emotionally, and we pray that Bhagwan will shine through us to the world around us. We ought to be shining lights. And so, this morning the Katha is about to teach us a very valuable lesson. Sing with me with all your love. Sing from your heart. If you're afraid the person next to you will hear, close your eye. They wouldn't hear you. Sing with me. Sing with love from your heart. From deep down, somewhere inside. Sing with me, everybody. Narayana, Narayana, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayana, Shri Narayana, Jai Gopal Hare.
Narayana, Narayana, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayana, Shri Narayana, Jai Govinda हरे
नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल हरे. Sing it everybody.
नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल हरे.
The theme of all of our kathas today that comes from the Bhagavad Mahapuran ask a very fundamental, potent question. And the question that it is asking is, who is the best? Who is the best? Which one of us here were the best? Of all the people to answer, Ishwar is answering. But you know he's answering? Who is the best? And look at him. That's like the lady last night in the Katha with the Majira. Huh? Who is the best? I want you to remember his reply. Because that's the lesson that we will learn today. That's what we are about to learn today. Who is the best? And the Angie, of all the people here this morning, who is the best? Everybody? Don't look at me. I am not the best, so don't even look at me. I am not the best. And I am admitting that I am not the best. And I am telling you that we live in a world among many people who think they know everything. I know nothing. My Guru, thank God my Guru was my Guru and who he was. And my Guru was the lead Dharmachar. Bandiduta, you know what he said to me? I remember I was a little child on the day of my Janeyu. And you know what he said to me? He said, remember this for the rest of your life. There is no wrong way and no right way to pray. But when the opportunity comes to pray, pray from in here, not from here. Huh? Pray from in here, not from here. And he said to me, you know what he said to me? He said, every single function, an event, and puja, and yajna, and anything else, and I'm taking Janeyu, and he's telling me about yajna, something that I will never even dream of. Every single puja, and yajna, and anything that you will officiate at, everything that you will officiate at, whether what your situation and circumstances are, and the aura of the people around you may be, do it as though it is your last. Do it to the best of your ability as though that's your last thing that you're going to do. So in the event that you don't get a chance to do something again, you have planted a good seed. I'll never forget that. Those are words that I will never forget. And so, this morning, the Katha begins to tell us, what will it say? Last night we listened to Kali. Kali sat where? In the throne. And because Kali sat in the throne, Kali clouded the mind and the thinking of Raja Parikshit. We live in a world among many people who are clouded mentally. Do you know that? Do as I say, but not as I do. Isn't that true? Are you guilty of that? I try not to be guilty of that. I try not to be guilty of that. Because if you know anything about me, you will know. If you can't get along with me, I know for a fact that nothing wrong with me. It had to be something wrong with. I know that for a fact. And if you don't like me, it's because you know why? I try to pull up your socks. If you don't like me, it's because I try to wring your ears and to pull you, to tug you onto the right path. And a person who disciplines you is a person you really don't like.
You don't like that person. I looked at my Standard 5 teacher a few days ago in a function. And I said, Miss, you could see good? She said, yes. I said, you could hear good? She said, yes. I say, you sick in any way? She said, no. I say, your hands working and your legs working? She said, good. I say, how old are you? She said, I'm almost 80. Some. I said, Miss, bow down and touch my foot. She said, why? You know I'm not Hindu. I said, it doesn't matter what you are. Bow down and touch my foot. I said, because of me, you're living long. And you're healthy and happy and could move. She said, really? You used to pray for me? I said, Miss, let me tell you. I don't want to lie. Every single day I went to school and I sat in front of you because she put me in front of her. I used to pray, God, send a lightning and strike her down. But you see, when you wish something bad for somebody, the opposite happens. You're praying for somebody to dead and you dead before them and you even know you're dead. Huh? That's how life is designed. It's designed that way. Never wish to be nobody. Never wish to be in anybody's position and in anybody's seat. Because every seat comes with challenges. Every seat comes with something that you don't know about. Do you know that? Something that you would not dream of understanding. You're seeing the smile, but you don't know the frustration. You're hearing the noise, but you don't know. You don't know. This morning, let's listen to what the Katha will tell us. Sing with me, everybody. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Ya Punde Tutusharahadadavalaya Supravasravita Ya Veenavadanandamandarkaraya Svet Paramasana Ya Brahmachutar Shankara Pravitavi Deve Saravandita Samam Paptu Saraswati Bhagavati Nisheshajadhyapam. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parbrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanaya Vitmai Vasudevaya Dhimai Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Sri Paramatmani Namah. नारद भगवान विष्णु का बहुत का भार करने भक्ति भाव हमेशा का अपने का नारायण नारायण का जन्म पूर्वक करने वाले जानते का रहते का युद्ध का यात्रा की धुन भेद करने जिसमें का बीच उदर का देने वाले अंतरिक्ष का यात्री होनो का करने नारद जब का अंतरिक्ष का नारायण नाम संपूर्णम करने दियाए संपूर्णम करने दियाए. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 The Katha begins by talking about a being who needs no introduction. His name is Narad Muni. What do you know about Narad Muni? Dave, one word to describe Narad. Dave say Kutsur. Papa, one word to describe Narad Muni. What will it be? Huh? You don't know? And so, Narad Muni, the celestial sage, what will happen? Narad Muni, the celestial sage, he makes his way to Vishnu Lok. And making his way to Vishnu Lok, what will happen? Narad Muni stands in front of Bhagwan Vishnu. And standing in front of Lord Vishnu, Narad Muni, he doesn't bow. Narad Muni puts his hands together. And as he puts his hands together, Narad Muni just begins to speak. Paying no obeisance to Bhagwan, to God, Narad Muni just begins to speak. And as Narad Muni begins to speak, what is he doing? Listen. What is he saying? Listen, it tells us. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 हे अंतर्यामी सर्वव्यापक अजर अमर निर्विकार अहंकरिक्षे का भक्ति भाव करने वाले, भक्ता का मंदर करने वाले, ईश्वर का तथा मृत्यु लोक का देने वाले, पाताल लोक का विष्णु का स्मरण करने वाले, उन्होंने का विष्णु का दास करने वाले, मैं दुनिया है उसका का सभी का भक्ति भाव करने, भक्ति का वैकुंठ धाम करने वाले। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 Narad Muni puts his hands together. He doesn't bow, but he puts his hands together. And so this is considered as seeking the Ashavad. Though he is not physically bowing, he's putting his hands together. There are several places that when you meet the holy people, you're not permitted to bow because of the energy that comes from that place. Narad, he's impatient. So if he goes to bow physically, it means that it will take away time. And so he wants to spend a little time that he has with Lord Vishnu wisely. You and I, we have to learn from that. We must spend our time. What's that word again? We must spend our time. Do we spend our time wisely? Some of us, we spend our time very idly. Huh? See what the idle mind does? That's what an idle mind does. But a God-realized mind doesn't allow the idleness to affect you. Huh? You continue. You always continue. You never allow that to disturb you. Because you know why? Eventually, it will stop. On its own. Because God say to you, enough is. There is a proverb that says, the long rope has. And so too with everything in life. Yogiraj Narad wants to spend this little time and he doesn't want to waste it. Have you ever wasted time before? You ever had free time before? Sharon, you ever have free time? Sharon say plenty. Well, I want to borrow some of that from you. I want to borrow some of that. This morning when we got up, I went in the kitchen and I said, give me a bowl, give me some flour. Trisha, go bring the... Actually, I'm still waiting. Trisha didn't bring the milk up to now. Up to now, she didn't bring it. And Cindy said, what are you going to do? I said, you don't worry now. I'm going to do it. My own hand, I am going to do it. Today is Lord Hanuman's day. I'm going to make some road. I want to make something with my own hand. We all have the opportunity to do something with our own hand. What do we do? Every day I come here and I offer the mala. I'm offering the mala. A beautiful mala. See? But I get zero blessing from this. Because I have no clue who made it. I have no clue who picked the flowers. I have no clue where it came from. I have no clue. We live in a world among many people who have no clue of how blessed they are. Do you know that? No clue. Will never have any understanding of how blessed they are. Yogiraj Narad stands in front of Bhagwan Vishnu. And as Yogiraj Narad stands in front of Lord Vishnu, Yogiraj Narad says, oh Bhagwan Vishnu, Swarga, Mrityu, Patal, in the heaven, on the earth, and in the nether region. Everybody sings your praises. You're Sarva Vyapak, Antaryami, Ajjar, Amar. You're omnipotent and omnipresent and omniscient, and you dwell here, there, and everywhere. You know what is happening in the heaven, you know what is happening on the earth, and you know what is happening in Patal. There isn't a place that anything and anybody will be hidden from you. Oh Lord Vishnu, knowing this and recognizing this, I want you to tell me, what is he about to ask? If there is one thing you could ask Lord Vishnu, what will that be? Huh? Dave said to me this morning, first thing as he saw me this morning, he didn't say Sitaram. He said, hey, you bring the book? I said, which book? He said, check and see when I go dead now. See how long. See, read for me. I want to know when we will die. And he looked at Cindy, he said, hey girl, you want to find out too? And she said, not me, you find out by yourself. Huh? After asking and saying all of these things, now he is going to ask Lord Vishnu. And what is he going to ask Lord Vishnu? Sing with me, brother. Bolo Sri Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Bhagavan Vishnu Gharma Dehi Dekar Naata Purva Palka Dekar Sevak Poochar Vishnu Dekar Daata Vakar Rupa Dekar Deva Antaryami Deka Rishika Dasa Bhakta Data Narada Apani Rupa. Bolo Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Siyavar Ram. Bolo
Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Yoginaj Narad says, I want you to tell me, since you can see everywhere and you know everything, and you're the God of omnipotence and omnipresence, tell me, which one of the beings that pray to you in heaven, the earth, and the Patal is the best being? Who is your greatest servant? Tell me. And Narad is not just standing, he's standing so. Who is your best? Have you ever done that before? You stand up in front of the mirror and your husband passed by and you look at him, you say, hey, how I looking? Huh? And he say, you're looking like you ironed that thing on ramful. You spend the whole day by the hairdresser and you come back and you look at your daughter or your son and you say, hey, Sandra say, hey, how I looking? And they say, you're looking like you get shocked. All your hair stand up. Huh? You pay to get that done? I could have do that for you for free. And I don't have to do that with blue dry and thing, I could tap you up and your hair will look like that. Huh? He stands up with his chest up and he said, tell me now, who is the best? Who is the best? Everybody is the best. Huh? Everybody wants to be the best. And so standing like this with his chest up, he says, Vishnu, Bolo. Bolo means, tell me. I want to hear. Vishnu Uvacha, Bhagwan Vishnu speaks. देखो और कर का गंधर्वा का ऋषि का जिसमें का विनती करने वाले कर्मी का नारद की स्वभाव करने. He says, Narad, come. For you to see what I am seeing and for you to hear what I am hearing, you have to come and stand close to me. Be close to me. Have you ever been in a company of somebody who is talking about somebody, a person that you know really well, and they're saying something that is not true, and you say, hey, don't say that. You don't know. If you knew, you'll not be saying that. Have you ever had to do that before? Huh? You say, hey, don't say that, because you don't know the story. If you know the story, you'll have some kind of comprehension. There will be some kind of understanding. Have you ever had to do that before? Bhagwan Vishnu says, come and stand close to me, so you could see what I'm seeing and you could hear what I'm hearing. Sometimes you have to put your foot in somebody else's shoe. But Jagannath, before you put your foot in there, some people forget they had to wash their foot, huh? And the smell that is coming from their shoe is really because of them, and not because of what life has thrown out to them. Because they just like the trouble that they're in. So instead of trying to liberate themselves out of the trouble, they create their own trouble, they create their own drama, they create their own situation, and then they want everybody to cry for them. Huh? Narad Muni puffing up his chest, thinking that Lord Vishnu is calling him close to say, well, it's you. Huh? Lord Vishnu says, listen, what are you hearing? And Narad Muni hears three times, some being chanting, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and then hears nothing again. And so Bhagwan Vishnu tells Narad, he says, that being is the greatest bhakta. Narad hearing this, Narad says, really? I only heard, but I didn't see. I want to see Lord Vishnu. Take me, I want to see. Because now the ego of Narad is being shattered. There is somebody better than him. And so as his ego begins to become shattered, Lord Vishnu says, Narad, let us go. But I am going to sit on the back of Garud. You hold on to the foot of Garud. There are some people, they might be on the same bus with you. But always remember, their destination is not the same as yours. Huh? Have you ever been on a flight that is connecting? There are many people who will get off, and there are many people who will get on. And so too life is like this. We all have the ability and the opportunity to be on the same journey, on the same bus, together in camaraderie, with friendship and love and peacefulness. But everybody don't like that. So some people can't tolerate that. So they had to take a short drop for $2. Huh? They had to take a short drop for $2. Because that's your limit, $2. He says, you hold on to the foot of Garud. And Narad Muni, who has the ability to go to any realm that he wants because of his power, Narad Muni begins to laugh. He says, no, I will not hold on. I will come. You go and I will come. Bhagwan Vishnu is trying to teach Narad that whether how big or how small or how superior or inferior you think you are, the only thing that you have to do is hold on. Hold on to your trust and your faith in Bhagwan. Isn't it? And so Yogiraj Narad, hearing hold on to the foot, you know what happened? His ego becomes even a little more shattered. Somebody ever tell you, hey, bow now. And you say, who? Me? Me and bowing by. He? Who is he? Huh? Have you ever done that before? Everybody is guilty. Shake your head so. Auntie Mola, shake your head so. You see Auntie Cinti shaking her head so. Huh? They say, hey, bow by Hina. He's... I know he What you say? Huh? I'm coming back at Thursday. Huh? And Yogiraj Narad, he holds on to the foot now of Garud. And Garud begins to soar. Soar means Garud begins to fly, but up. And as Garud begins to soar, what will happen? In the illusion that Bhagwan has created, night comes quickly. And Narad is so lost that he didn't even recognize that Night came quickly and he didn't even realize. Sometimes you and I, when we look at the watch, we say, wait, that's the time already? You didn't even realize, huh? And so, as night comes, Narad hears the bean chanting again. Om Namo Bhagavate, Om Namo Bhagavate, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And then he hears nothing again. And Lord Vishnu points him down to the earth. And he says, look, my great bhakta lives there. He's a poor old villager. And so he is my great bhakta. And Narad says, how? What makes him great? What about him makes him great? And Lord Vishnu says, Narad, I will tell you. What will he say? उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, अयोध्या राम लला की जय, वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय, पुरेसा जगन्नाथ की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सियापति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम. Lord Vishnu is about to teach Narad the lesson about greatness. What will he teach? We'll listen to 2 o'clock. We prepare for the Havan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. मेरा दीपक जुग जुग जले, युग युग प्रकाश पहलाए.
मेरा दीपक जुग जुग जले, युग युग प्रकाश पहलाए.
मेरा दीपक जुग जुग जले, युग युग प्रकाश पहलाए.
मेरा दीपक जुग जुग जले, युग युग प्रकाश पहलाए.
इतना मांगू भगवाना, आए आने तूफान. इतना मांगू भगवाना, आए आने तूफान. ये ज्योति न बुझनी पाए, जुग जुग प्रकाश पहलाए. सिर्फ मेरा दीपक जुग जुग जले, युग युग प्रकाश पहलाए. मेरे नैनों का ये तारा, मेरा जीवन का उजियारा. मेरे नैनों का ये तारा, मेरा जीवन का उजियारा. मुख कमल कोल मुस्कारे, जुग जुग प्रकाश पहलाए. मेरा दीपक जुग जुग जले, युग युग प्रकाश पहलाए.
मेरा दीपक जुग जुग जले, युग युग प्रकाश पहलाए.
मनमोहन मधुर सलोना, मेरा टूट न जाए खिलौना. मनमोहन मधुर सलोना, मेरा टूट न जाए खिलौना. तुम दीन बंधु कहलाए, जुग जुग प्रकाश पहलाए. सिर्फ में मेरा दीपक जुग जुग जले, युग युग प्रकाश पहलाए.
मेरा दीपक जुग जुग जले, युग युग प्रकाश फैलाए.
The bhajan is saying that may the flame or the light of this thing that is called my life shine so bright as to illumine the pathway of those around me whose flame, whose life might be in darkness. It is saying that may the words that come out of my mouth be like the flute of Bhagavan Krishna, nectar-like. And so may my actions be beautiful like the lotus flower. It is saying that may my eyes be brilliant like the stars, to see brilliance in those who are dim. And may I be ever reminded that if I were to shine my light, it will not make my light dimmer, but it will make the entire place brighter. The entire place will become brighter. And so in life, if we share light and we share love and we share appreciation and we try to recognize the worth in those around us, then the world will be a better place, isn't it? There'll be no time for hate and anger. But you see, our problem is competition. We are always in a competition. And when I say we, I don't mean me. Because if I know there is a competition, I drop out and you didn't even know. Because I am not competing in anything. And I know, and you should know, that you should never try to be like anybody. Be you. There is an old foolish saying that says, walk in the footsteps of others. I want to tell you a brilliant new saying. Create your own footstep. Create your own footstep. Don't walk in somebody else's footstep. Carol, you see your foot and my foot is two different sizes. Huh? Oh honey, and your foot is smell a little different to mine. Huh? And cause I'm not sure which toe is your big toe, but I only have two big toe. Huh? So the thing is, our footsteps mightn't match. So I have to create my own footstep. And I can only create this when I remember what Goswami Tulsidas Ji writes in the Ramayana. You know what he says? He says in the Ramayana in the beautiful Chaupai, Goswami Tulsidas Ji writes, Mangala Bhavanaya Mangala Hari Drava Usuda Sarata Ajira Bihari. Sing with me, everybody. Jai Ram Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama
Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
Prabhisi Nagar ki jai sab kaja Hidaya hara ki kosar pur raja. Jai Ram Shri Ram Jaya Jaya
Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. We could only create the footsteps that we want to when we put God first and we walk behind. Bhagwan must be our leader. Bhagwan must be our leader. We live in a very confused world, you know, you all know. We live in a world among vegetarians. They are vegetarians. But they don't talk to their wife and they don't talk to their husband and they don't talk to their neighbor and they don't talk to their children. But you're vegetarian. You're going straight to heaven. Pass. Huh? You're holy, you is wear dhoti and kurta and thing. Huh? And everything is a fault and criticize and condemn and you're going pass. You're a pass. Huh? Says, you know what the proverb says? There is no amount of sabun. You know what is sabun? And there is no amount of pani. What is sabun? Sabun is soap. And pani is What happens if you wash your face with soap and water? Huh? It gets clean, eh? But if you wipe your face with a towel, 50 times the same towel, what happened to the towel? The towel get dirty, isn't it? But you just wash your face. And you're wiping your clean face with the towel. How the towel getting nasty? Huh? So too, there are many people, they spend all their life in prayers and worship and yagya and satsang and Jai Ram, Shri Ram and Havan and smoke up and flowers and whole day they pray. Nah? Stand up by the Jandi with a bucket of water. Huh? Whole morning, one for Ganesh and one for Ganesh father and the mother and the neighbor and the friend and Hanuman sister and Hanuman had a neighbor and everybody for Ravan to your offering. Huh? And then when you get up from by the Jandi, same old ways, huh? Same old. Sabun bina, pani bina. No amount of soap and no amount of water could wash away the impurities of the. The only thing that will wash away the purity of the mind is the name of Bhagwan. But you can't chant God's name and do bad things. You can't chant God's name and not be loving and humble and simple and sincere. And, huh? Can't. It goes in synchrony. Huh? The song says, I sung this song in the yagya at the temple. The song says, Doi rahi chamwa ke man ginaru yare doi rahi chamwa. Have you ever heard that song? The song says the chamwa, the dobi, yeah? Down by the river, washing clothes. By everybody business. Huh? Scrubbing in the chicken board. Everybody business. Because the hand working and the mouth working too. Huh? That's how we live, you know. We live like that. We just don't know how to control the mouth. If you ever hear me say something about you, I want to tell you. I have a mouth of my own and I could tell you myself. I don't send any message for anybody. So if ever you hear me say anything about you, I want to tell you that's not true. Because if I want to tell you, I could tell you myself. I'm not afraid to tell you. Because you know why? I have a little disclaimer out. I have a connection problem between my mouth and my brain. Sometimes I don't think it quite fast enough, it fly out my mouth. So I am not sending any message. I will tell you myself. And if ever you hear me say anything about you, just know that's a lie. Because I don't have time to talk about nobody. Last night, I told Sintra, a Suhari come out like cardboard. I tell her myself. So Angie didn't have to go and tell her. I say, I told her. And then last night, I called her about minutes to 12. And I woke up. She said, yes. I said, you sleeping? She said, no, I was. I said, what are you making cardboard for we? Huh? And she said, what do you mean, Suhari? I said, no, cardboard. What do you make that for us? Huh? If I want to say, I say for myself. I am not sending any message. And you too, if you are brave to say, don't hide and say. Say it for yourself. Huh? The dhobi in the river, washing the clothes to get it clean with soap and water. But the dhobi mind so contaminated that not even that soap and all that water in the river will be able to clean that contaminated mind. So too, when we come to yagya, we're trying to get rid of the contamination, the negativity inside of us, not around you, you know. You say, oh God, Baba, I can't do the pujana, the people in the house, you don't know about them. Them don't like to fast, and them don't like to pray, and them don't like to clean. And you see, that shouldn't prevent you from praying. You know much people say to me, I want to have the puja in nobody's house, they're ready, everything all how. You're dead like a nit, and they're having 13 days Ramayana. In the same place, you couldn't have a puja and put up a jandi when you're living. 13 night Ramayana, and Pandit sit on the sun heap and doing the Ramayana. All of a sudden, that time, everything okay to have prayers and bandara and ringing bell and cooking a pot of curry and sharing to curry. The food is to curry. Huh? We cook big amount to curry. But when you're living, you can't make this sacrifice because you have all the excuse. And then when you're done dead, the Baba had to come and pray and chant Gita and pray for your soul. And poor you never pray because you only study in house and dog and cat and That's what you're studying. The place over nasty, yeah? Me I no ceiling and thing and me I no. And when you're dead, Bandara happening. Pell mell, wake, cheese paste shine for so. Huh? We're confused. Never allow anything to prevent you from praying, from coming into contact with Bhagwan and goodness. Never, never, never. Before I get in trouble, let's do the Havan. Sarva paparam devam gangyam dirmalam janam machpanamya datta grihana parameshwara. All of you. Om Bhurvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha Idam Gatre Idam Namama Om Bhurvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha Idam Gatre Idam Namama Om Bhurvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha Idam Gatre Idam Namama. Everybody will touch hands. Papa alone and Mama will offer into the fire. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah Swaha. Om Namah Shandika Namah Swaha. Om Dharati Gauri Mata Namah Swaha. Om Kalash Varun Devta Namah Swaha. Suryadi Nobra Devta Namah Swaha. Sambasara Shiva Namah Swaha. Namo Narayana Namah Swaha. Om Vishnave Namah Swaha. Namo Hanuvanta Namah Swaha. Narayana Namah Swaha. Aditya Namah Swaha. Jagadishwara Namah Swaha. Vani Ranyakarva Namah Swaha. Sachiparambhyo Namah Swaha. Matri Pitri Charanakmani Bhyo Namah Ishtadevta Namah Kuladevta Namah Grama Devta Namah Sthana Devta Namah Dastikpa Devta Namah Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namah Sarvebhyo Brahmanebhyo Namah. Put your hands together. Everybody say with me. Say Om Hari Markat Markataya Namaha Swaha. Again. Om Hari Markat Markata Namah Swaha. One more time. Om Hari Markat Markata Namah Swaha. One day I'll tell you what that mantra means and why you chant that mantra. One day I'll tell you. Some next day. Not today. Sarvebhyo Brahmanebhyo Namah Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Achman. Sarva paparam devam gangyam nirmalam janam achmanamya datta grihana parameshwara grihana parameshwara. Vanaspatira surabhuto gandaryo ganarutama agre sarvadevanam dhupoyam prati gretam. Everybody we bow. Analar namaha, analar namaha, analar namaha. Jyoti bindu Paramatma se हे मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन. This has brought us to the end of our worship this morning. I want to remind you that our next session will start at 2 o'clock and then our next session will start at 7 o'clock tonight. You're invited to come. To all of those who are viewing us and to all of those who are listening to us via our frequencies, we say welcome. And thank you for allowing us to keep your company. To the many people who are in work and in their offices and wherever you are. To Nurse Radhika, who is, to all of those who are in work and the message and they can't come because of work, and but they are in work, but in the Bhagavad too. I want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to keep your company. And so we look forward to seeing you. Actually, we look forward to you hearing us and seeing us because we can't see you, but at 2 o'clock. And so, if you have the opportunity and you're able to come and join with us. Come down to the Bhagavad, at least for one of these sessions. On Sunday morning, we'll do the Gaudan. There are many people, many families who never have the opportunity to do the Gaudan. The Garuda says that if you put your Gita and your offering into the pouch of the cow, though you are not holding the tail of the cow, by giving these gifts, you get the equivalent blessing as though you have done the Gaudan. Huh? So organize your little Gita and your little piece of gold or your tulsi leaf or your flowers or your mala or whatever it is you want to put, or to give the cow, or to give Bhagwan Krishna to pray for your soul, it is totally up to you. Lord Krishna say, offer to me 1,000 pot of nectar. I might be happy, you know, but if you offer to me one tulsi leaf with love and devotion from your heart, I'll be pleased. So don't think that if you can't give a Gita, God will not accept. And if you can't give a piece of gold, God will not understand. Bhagwan understands everything. It's you and me don't understand nothing. And that's the fact. It's the truth. Join with us again, 2 o'clock. Let's all stand for the arti.
Mokam karoti vachalam pangulam geti girim yat kripatamaham vande paramananda madhavam bhagavatarti. Jai 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 bhagavatam, jai 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 bhagavatam,
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
यो पाप से तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
अमर गंतये मुक्ति पंतये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
ये अमर गंधये मुक्ति पंथये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
हरि गाने ही वरदाने ही,
हरि गाने ही वरदाने ही,
जग की मंगल की आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत पापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत पापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
हे सुख करनी ये दुख हरने,
ये सुख करनी दुख हरनी,
ये मधुसूदन की आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
ये मधुर बोल जगपंत कोल सनमार दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
ये मधुर बोल जगपंत खोल संग मार दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
श्री राम यही घनश्याम
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही,
सबकी महिमा की आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती,
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती,
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारते,
पापियों को पाप से है तारते।
ॐ मन्त्रीणं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं म्यादेव परिपूर्णं तरस्तमे। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव। आवो कन्हैया मेरे पास आओ मुरनिवानी मुरलिया बजाओ। आओ कन्हैया कृष्ण कन्हैया बंसी बजैया। कृष्ण कन्हैया बंसी बजैया। श्याम मुरारी कुंज बिहारी, श्याम मुरारी कुंज बिहारी। यशोदा की नंदन भव पेय भंजन, यशोदा की नंदन भव पेय भंजन। आओ मुरलीवाली मुरलिया बजाओ। आओ कन्हैया आओ कन्हैया आओ कन्हैया। वृंदावन मेरे लाल की जय, सच्ची सनातन धर्म की जय। टुगेदर सीताराम 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 कहे जाहि वीर के राम, जाहि वीर के राम जाहि वीर हिये। सीताराम 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 सीताराम। Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Vrindavan Mere Lal ki jai. Let's sit. Papa Mallu is going to give his blessing, short Ashavad. He's going to give us short, quickly. And the arti is coming, the Panchamrit is coming to you. There are meals provided for all. Please do stay and partake of our refreshments. Do not leave without partaking of our refreshments. Please, I'm begging you.
Hari Om. Om Gajananam Bhotaganada Sevitam Kapecha Jambora Falsara Bhakshatam Umara Sutam Soka Vinashakaram Namami Viganeshakaram Vakraratundaya Dhimahi Suryarakotira Samarprabha Nirvadagam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvara Ekadantara Vidmahi Vakraratundaya Dhimahi Ekadanta Vidmahi Maha Tayaki Suryakoti Samarprabha Ekadanta Vidmahi Mahadeva Yadim Mahi Tanno Dante Prachodaya Swaha. Hari Om. Shanti 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 Shanti. Hari Om.
Papa, I told you, Tammy, you want to say a few words. I didn't know you wanted my position. A few words, Papa. I didn't hurry you. You have all the time, but you have 2 minutes. You have all the time but 2 minutes.
Well, out of all the different creation in this world, out of 8.4 million species, the human life and the human birth is the highest. And when one achieves a human birth, they are blessed, they are fortunate, they are lucky. And God gave you this birth, this body, to able to uplift yourself, to get moksha, God will be a God-realized soul at the end of the day. And as Pandit mentioned just now, you use these feet to take you to places of pilgrimage, in temples, in good places. Use these hands to do good, to clap, and use this mouth to say good things and sing the name and praises to God. Use his eyes to see the wonderful creation that Lord had made, the murtis and all the beautiful people around. And when we do this, then we make good use of this body, and this is what will help us to able to take us in the pathway that we want to go. As Panditji always tried to tell us, and he tell us this, never wait till you see somebody pass over a line on the box, then to say I love you, then to want to give a mala, or then to say good things about them. Try, while you have this life, while you have this breath, able to see, as the Lord says, Siya Rama Mai Sab Jagajani Karahu Pranama Jodi. See God, see God, see the face of God in everyone. And when we make this way and we do this, we are making our step closer and closer to Him, and there, then we will able to say that we have accomplished our mission on this world. To you, Panditji, I must say, Pandit, you have been a blessed soul to me. You have been everything to me. Pandit, for my guru who has left, and now I have met one, and Pandit, I seek your grace, I seek your humility and your peace. Thank you. God bless one and all. And as Pandit say, when you get this opportunity, try and come. Let us make this Bhagavad a success. Whether one come, 10 come, but if more come, it be better for not Panditji, but for our own self. Because he know what he is doing. He trying to teach us, to help us, to uplift ourselves, and we will look forward for this. You know, my time, Pandit has given me a little too much short time, you know, but I just have to hustle everything. But never mind, you understand my words, my mission, and what I want to say. Thank you. God bless you. Have a nice, blessed day.
आज महामंगल गोकुल में कृष्ण चंद्र हरि जन्म लिए। आज महामंगल गोकुल में, आज महामंगल गोकुल में कृष्ण चंद्र हरि जन्म लिए। आज महामंगल गोकुल में।
So this morning this has brought us to the end. I am now recognizing the presence of Panditji, and so we want to thank you for coming and for gracing the yajna. And so we look forward to seeing you again. Baba. God's blessings to all until we meet 2 o'clock. Jai Jai, Sitaram.
अरे चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए, मोहन बीन बजाया रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए, मोहन बीन बजाया रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए। बेन सुनत शिव शंकर मोहे, बेन सुनत शिव शंकर मोहे। ध्यान दरत नहीं पायो रे, अरे ध्यान दरत नहीं पायो रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए, मोहन बीन बजाया रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए। बेन सुनत ब्रह्मादिक मोहे, बेन सुनत ब्रह्मादिक मोहे। अरे वेद परन नहीं पायो रे, वेद परन नहीं पायो रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए, मोहन बीन बजाया रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए। बेन सुनत इंद्रादिक मोहे, बेन सुनत इंद्रादिक मोहे। अरे भजन करत नहीं पायो रे, हरे राज करन नहीं पायो रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए, मोहन बेन बजाया रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए। बेन सुनत सुर नरि मुनि मोहे, बेन सुनत सुर नर मुनि मोहे। अरे भजन करत नहीं पायो रे, भजन करत नहीं पायो रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए, मोहन बेन बजाया रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए, मोहन बेन बजाया रे। चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए, ओ चलो सखी वृंदावन चलिए, ओ चलो सखी वृंदावन।
Sankhya Television, your number one choice for cultural, inspirational, and spiritual programming. Find us on Facebook by simply searching for Sankhya Television. On our Facebook page, you can view